On the Dragons of San Antonio. For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll keep it on the ground. Davenport. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
You've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
They'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Hayes. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
This is a nice job of just taking what the defense is going to give you on 3rd down. You're not looking for a big play downfield. You just want to find something that can get you past the marker. They found it and were able to keep the drive moving.
They'll look to throw now on first down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete. Now it's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Got a man that's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown! A big play there. 61 yards. And the Dragons are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
And when you get into the divisional round of the playoffs, this is where having the ability to run the football is such an advantage. The defenses, they're generally going to be tougher the further you go along. So if you can get something established up front, it's going to give you a great chance to move on.
He'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's steal. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, the defender was right on him.
From the 46, here's 2nd down and a yard. Back to throw. And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
19, Tiger, 19.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Escaping the pressure right. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want their body blows all game long and finish it with upper.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line.
So they get the interception, and almost as importantly, a big return after that.
And who was the guy that saved the touchdown, partner? The guy who threw the interception. A lot of times, he just gives it the old Olay, but give him credit. He went old school. He was determined not to make this a pick 6, and he got there in time to make the tackle.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And it's caught. Touchdown. 25 yards for the touchdown.
And the Dragons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, he's regarded as one of the best athletes among NFL tight ends, Charles, and it certainly was on display right there.
And as we've seen this league continue to grow and develop, I think the tight end position is becoming harder and harder to defend because now it's elite athletes playing that position, not just the big guys who can block. How about his ability to get downfield and make plays against any defense?
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. Game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Dragon 60. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat.
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
First
down, Portland.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball.
And his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
They go play action here on first down. Dancing. And he coughed it up.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown.
Well, that's got to be so disappointing for a defense. You force the fumble, think you got a chance at a turnover, and instead, not only do you give up the football, you also give up a touchdown as well.
Yeah, you just think to yourself, you've done all the hard work, right? You forced the fumble, but when they didn't come up with it, I think they relaxed a little bit or maybe lost their focus as well, and it ended up turning out to be a touchdown against them.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, did we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
18 on the play. And the Portland first
18,
down.
pioneer.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He finds his man, complete. That's Steele. And he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Warriors 17.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
32-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. This is caught. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They'll look to throw again. And it's caught. Touchdown from 3 yards out.
And the Golden Eagles are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Well, since we don't have a rooting interest in this one, neither one of us wanted to see this one get out of hand too early. Here we are in the 1st quarter. That was an important response for them to score already down 21.
Extra point splits the uprights, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. A pretty wild 1st quarter. 21-7, our score.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Now a dump off here complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
They'll set up to throw. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the 1st half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
They'll try and throw for it here.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
Back to throw again. He sets to fire deep. He's got it at the 15. And what a big-time play there. 47 yards.
This This offense is looking very comfortable here in this first half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. Things are definitely going their way, and they continue to move the ball downfield.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down. Back to throw here. Under pressure, and they got to him again. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's third down. He'll drop to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Now on fourth down, out comes the field goal unit here. And this one is right down Broadway. And they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it first and 10.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
Back to throw now on second and 10. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with third and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Out of the gun now on third down. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
Here we go.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on fourth. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And they'll send the tight end in motion. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. He finds his man, complete. That's Underwood. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
First down.
Mustang 19.
He'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
It's now second and 6.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend.
From the 32-yard line now, here's a second down and 6.
They'll drop to throw. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's third down.
Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw.
That is caught.
And touchdown. A great effort there. 41 yards.
And the Golden Eagles are able to cut into that deficit.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead down to 10, 24-14.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Take over. First down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. He'll look to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great play there. 43 yards.
And the Dragons will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
First down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Let's go now.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive.
He finds his man, complete. That's steal. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. Going for the deep ball.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's steal. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
19 tight. Ready?
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He's going to look deep down the field.
And oh no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down.
Back to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's steal. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Now a 2nd and 2.
They're going to look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. They'll throw now on the final play.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Golden Eagles, 14.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest, but now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cox. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Here's a 2nd and 7. He finds his man, complete. That's Steele. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. His first catch of this third quarter, he had 7 in the first half. It's also a first down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Flushed out right.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
2nd and 3. He'll buy some time right.
The flag comes in. It's incomplete. And I'm not sure he was still behind the line when he let that one go. He broke that line of scrimmage and then let it fly, and that's an automatic flag.
Yeah, and you don't just lose the 5 yards there, but you lose it down as well. So he obviously needs to have better awareness about what he's going to do. Either tuck it and go or throw it to a target and get that pass away.
And he's brought down. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane.
And he will not get away. He's sacked back around the 3-yard line. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that. And pressure coming, and they got him once again.
A loss of 3 on the sack made by multiple defenders.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
So now 4th and goal. You're trailing by a decent amount here. What are you doing, Coach Davis?
Well, I've got to think to myself, just how many more opportunities am I going to have this close and have this chance? I've got to go for it right here. The clock's dwindling on me. Let's go get it done.
Eluding the pressure right. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Golden Eagles are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the 2nd half.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is trimmed down to 10.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Right back to him on 1st down.
And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 83 yards rushing for him now in the ball game as he is trying to will his guys to the championship round next weekend.
On 1st down, Davenport. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Davenport.
And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32.
11 yards there, 1st down.
And that's a great run, and this is where you've got a running back who feels like he needs to take over this football game. You're in the second half. You've got the lead. You're looking at moving on to the conference championship. And he's got to be saying, just keep giving me the ball, and I'll get us home.
And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31. From the 31, here's a second down and 9. They'll try the left side. Davenport. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. On third down, Davenport. And he'll go down at the 28. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up fourth down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. So 3 points, response there to that opening touchdown in his third quarter.
And that's an important 3, both in terms of adding to your lead, but also letting the other guys know you're not going to just come out in the second half and take over.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Buying time, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up second.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
He'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on third down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
He finds his man, complete. It's Steele. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And as a result, possession switches hands. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And now first downs are key. They want to keep that clock moving, up by 2 scores as they try to cement their place in the conference championship round in 1 week's time. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
On 2nd down, Davenport. And no luck at all to start this drive as they're going to drop him behind the line for a 2nd straight play.
Behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, bringing up 3rd and 12.
On play action, they'll throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. They chop that one up as a gain of 34 on 3rd down.
And this is seemingly how it's been all game long. This defense has been just a step too slow. And here they're burned again. Another big play.
Back to throw now on 1st down. There goes a deep ball. End zone. Touchdown. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dragons are drawing closer to a date in the AFC title game as they extend this fourth quarter lead. Now a toss coming right side. Davenport. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. They get the conversion. And Charles, when you only have 2 yards to go, what do you think of the toss play? Because initially it kind of sets you back a little bit.
It does, especially if you get a lot of pressure coming towards you. But if you can get to the edge, if you seal the edge with your blocking, often your tackle or your tight end on what they call the play side where the ball goes, you can get to the corner, and that allows those big guys to get out ahead of the runner.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
That interception may be the exclamation mark on what really all around has been a good performance.
A fantastic performance. They will enjoy film session. Their grade should be very good on this one. And I think the next time the offense gets the ball, I just think about running it and getting the clock done and getting the heck out of here.
And by the way, semantics here, but before the grammar police come after me, I think it's exclamation point, not mark, right?
You're asking me? Seriously?
Yeah, you're smarter than me. Everybody knows that.
Listen, I go with what you say, my man.
They'll look to throw.
Looking right sideline, that's complete. And all the way in for the touchdown. A great play there. 42 yards.
And the Dragons continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Stopped immediately there. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Delayed give there out of the gun. Defense was ready.
And I'm not a big fan of a draw play out of the shotgun formation because the quarterback's not having much action where he's getting away from the line of scrimmage. He's catching the football, making a little head fake, and then handing it off. You should be able to read it as they did there.
Now back to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive.
And that's a gutsy call there on 3rd and short because that's a play that's got a good chance of being blown up in the backfield for a big loss of yardage. But nice job out wide to gather in that screen pass, use his blockers well, and pick up the first down.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Off the RPO, he completes it.
You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8.
Back to throw here. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Dragon 60.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line.
Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
60 Eagle, 60 Eagle. Mustang 19. Go.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Pressure comes and down he goes. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
A big loss on the play brings up 2nd down.
So they stay alive in the NFL playoffs, move on to the conference championship. And do you think that the printing press is starting to get those T-shirts and hats ready, my friend?
They have to, Brandon. They have to be ready because if you win, you've got to hand those out on the field right away. And just think about the pressure for the players now.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the Alamo City of San Antonio, Texas. Straight ahead, a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl, and it should be a great one, as it'll be the Bisons of Tokyo taking on the Dragons of San Antonio. Stevenson now, he's going to bring this out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
And now a fumble. The ball's out. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. They'll run on first down. Swain. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
That's caught inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Back to throw. Stanford. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And, look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
2nd and 5. Evades the tackler, and now some space. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 15 yards on the play, first down.
It's been a long season, but he still looks fresh running the football. He knows his guys are one game away from a Super Bowl, so he's going to give it all he's got, and that's a heck of a run right there.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. Here's 3rd and 6.
A 1-yard gain brings up 3rd and 6.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. Now a hit and a loose football. But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And that's what friends are for.
As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
Steps away to his left. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. The escapability in evidence there, as that one good for 15 and a first. Up the middle they go. Swain, and he is going to lose yardage here. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Operating from the gun, Stanford. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
A gain of 8 yards, and it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Swain. He will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Swain, and just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. 2nd and 9.
Right at midfield. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Now a give right side. Swain. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Now a give right side. Swain. 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 62 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's 1st and goal, a chance for the first points of this AFC title bout. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he is going to lose yardage here.
A loss of 3 brings up 2nd and goal at the 8-yard line.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the 1st quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports. A pretty big play now in this AFC Championship, 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. And the surge is going to be too much defensively. He's hit and taken down in the backfield. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the ball will go over on the goal line stand. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That 1st down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room that if you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. Escaping the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Many times when a play breaks down and the quarterback's moving around outside of the pocket, you're thinking just get rid of something short. But a lot of guys are coached, think deep, take the big shot, hoping someone can get lost behind the secondary. They weren't able to connect on that one.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And they'll get him down up past the 15. A nice pickup there, 10 yards. So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17.
At the 17-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. That's caught. It's Cunningham. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Back to throw again. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hayes. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. 2nd and 6.
At the 41-yard line.
They go with Cunningham. Now inside the 25. Touchdown! A great effort there. 59 yards. And the Dragons are on the board first here in this AFC Championship game. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Stevenson now, he's going to bring this out. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
at their own 18-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on fourth down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a fourth down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a third down and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here, a little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. To throw on third down, Stanford forced out to his left. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 37.
And every time I see one of these plays occur, I always think to myself, it takes a quarterback not only with a strong arm, sometimes with great mechanics, great footwork, obviously good vision, and sometimes just one of those to complete this type of a pass. Back against the grain, all the way across field, and sometimes you catch the defense just not believing you can make that throw. They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
And a Tokyo first down.
They'll look to throw again. Flush to his right. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Stanford. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. AFC title game, 2nd quarter action. 2 minutes to play. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
They'll run here on 3rd and goal, and he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Bisons are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one. Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you've got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's going to let it go again. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Rolling to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. Touchdown! A big play there. 50 yards. And his guys have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7.
14. Dragons 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
First down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
They'll look to throw now on first down. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown! A great play there. 63 yards. And the Dragons are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. The extra point up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Stevenson now, he's going to bring this out. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. As they'll take over with just under a minute left to play until the break. Flushed out right. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
At the 26-yard line.
Looking to throw. Stanford being chased out left. Throw left side complete. That's Barnes. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Off play action. Stanford. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Stanford on the move to his left. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for second down.
Back to throw. Stanford. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. From the gun on third down. Stanford. This will be caught at about the 5. Touchdown. From 10 yards out. And the Bisons will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14.
21. Dragons 14.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Mustang 19. 18 ready. 18 ready. Let's go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He finds his man, complete. It's Pope. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That's good for 28 yards.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there as the first half is winding down.
And the Dragons have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Eluding the pressure right. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. A final shot before break. Stanford, he's going to air one out. The ball popped in the air and intercepted.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And, CD, we are in for a very intriguing second half. This is what we wanted, all tied. This is what postseason football is all about.
It certainly is. And doesn't it speak to the parity in the NFL? Roughly half the teams that made the playoffs the year before miss the next year, get replaced. We know it's an any given Sunday mentality. Nothing's easy in the playoffs, but when you have your shot, they're eager to seize it.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. And now they're in the hurry up.
A 2-yard loss brings up 3rd and 7.
He'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
They'll try and throw for it here. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. They're going to look to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. It's a gain of 34.
When you get into the second half of a tie ball game, you start realizing that every play takes on a bigger significance, and this is pretty significant right here. This is where you start putting the pressure on that secondary, and that's a job well done there.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Lloyd. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And this is going to be intercepted. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. Swain. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
5 yards that time, taking it himself, and he has enough for the first.
Now, that was a designed run. Now, remember, if a quarterback goes feet first, he's protected. But if he dives head first, he's not. On that play, he figured the risk was worth the reward.
Here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Back to the air on second down. Stanford escaping the pressure right. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Bottom line is that he is just something else as a runner, because there are not many QBs in this league who can rip off a game that big, and he did it with the defense giving him a little extra attention after he hit him on a run earlier this series.
On 1st and 10, Stanford dancing to his left. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first. Now a handoff up the middle. Swain. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. 86 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in this AFC title game.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
They'll roll him out right. Touchdown! A great play there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And his guys are going to take the lead. Extra point attempt here still to come. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly. But here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they'd better take advantage of it, because otherwise, if they end up losing by one score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And touchdown! A big play there. 60 yards. And the Dragons have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the third. Extra point right down the middle. And we are all tied at 28. So right back to square one. Tied at 28 as he kicks it away. Stevenson now. He's going to bring this out. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. Right back to him on first down. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 3.
Operating from the gun, Stanford.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Third down, trying to get a little bit closer. From here, the field goal would be 55 yards. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football.
But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
And this one likely on the short list for Game of the Year candidates. And boy, did it come in a good one here in the playoffs. All tied in the 4th with a berth to the Super Bowl on the line. Buckle up, everybody.
It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
As a linebacker, you're taught to stay just slightly behind the ball carrier just in case he makes a cutback. But when you find the gap, shoot it. And he found it all right. Took it straight into the backfield and made the tackle for a loss.
They run with Cunningham. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
75 yards rushing for him now to this point.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll look to throw here. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. He'll look to throw. He's going to take another shot here. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Up the middle they go. Swain. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. And they're going to speed things up here.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
On 2nd down now. Swain. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. They'd love to get a little closer if they need to kick the field goal on 4th down. From this spot, it's 46 yards. From the gun on 3rd down. Stanford. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 2nd catch of this AFC title game, and he's got a 1st down. Now a handoff up the middle. Swain. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
To throw on 2nd down. Stanford. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown.
A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Bisons have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the fourth.
That's a really good decision right there outside of the pocket. You've got to know the right time to shift from passer to runner. He was looking and looking, nothing there. You can almost feel the brainwaves firing as he calculates, I think I can win a race to the pylon. And he turns out to be right. Touchdown.
Extra point safely through, and they will take a 7-point lead.
Dragons 28.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they are in need of points here, no doubt about that. With a Super Bowl berth on the line and trailing here in the fourth quarter, this possession gigantic.
Here we go, set. 7 Pirates.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. He finds his man complete. That's Cunningham. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
35-yard line.
Up the middle they go. Davenport. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Second down and a yard.
Gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
They'll keep it on the ground. Davenport. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 51 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. They'll look to throw here on first down. Flush to his right. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up second and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
From the 44 now, here's second and 4. Now a handoff up the middle. Davenport. And he'll be brought down at about the 42.
But when you go from second and 4 to third and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense. Super Bowl aspirations on the line. A critical one here. It's third down. Back to throw. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's first and 10 now. They'll look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. Second and 2. They come up now on second and 2.
Second and 2 at the 22-yard line.
He's back to throw. Flushed out right.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
On third down, Cunningham. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
Gain on the play. It's fourth down.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that may put a period on this AFC Championship game. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all three timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. Well, the offense has had a big day. He's been great running the football, but I don't think anybody liked that last result.
No, they didn't like the last result at all, but they have to look at it in total, don't they? They've had a big day running the football. You take an occasional loss or an occasional bad play along the way, but all in all, they have to like what they've done.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now third and long. Looking to throw. Stanford eluding the pressure right. Well, it's a shuffle pass and it's complete. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. And they bring their punter out there now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. This is taken at the 10. A good return there, call it 13 yards.
And they will take over first and 10.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that fourth down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
Clock at 30 seconds. Second and 10.
He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted.
And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
This offense cannot stop the clock now. No timeouts remaining as they come up here first down.
Back to throw. He's going to go up top again. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That was a big shot for the end zone. You've still got a little bit of time here. You have to expect we'll see another. And remember, no timeouts left. So if you throw it short of the end zone and you're tackled, that's going to be the ball game.
Back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
A big play here. 3rd and 2. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win. Obviously, the excitement level here is almost a fever pitch. Down 1. It's tempting to go for 2. I say you go ahead and kick the extra point. You got the home crowd. Carry it into overtime.
I'm with you. I do see some fans, though, holding up 2 fingers. Easy now.
Yeah, but they're not the ones who have to actually make that call, are they?
Oh, it's an enormous call here. They'll go for 2. 1 play to keep their postseason alive. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And it is caught. They got the 2 points, and with it, they've taken the lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll put it out to the 25. Throwing to start the drive. Stanford. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And now they get the timeout call. So they got one of the big plays that they needed. Can they do it again? Don't change that dial. So now this one's going to rest on the foot of their second-year kicker. This for a trip to the Super Bowl. And no, he missed it. Oh, my goodness, no Super Bowl trip for them this year as they're going to lose this title game on a missed field goal. And all that hard work has paid off. They're AFC champions, and on to the Super Bowl they go.
It's got to be an amazing feeling for them, doesn't it, Brandon? The idea that you've done it all that hard work, all that sweating, all that effort,